Okay, so we are going to do a rotation. We are going to rotate, so I want to write that down actually, all the instructions. So I'm going to rotate triangle ABC. Okay, so ABC, so triangle ABC, 90 degrees, counterclockwise, so anti-clockwise. So that means I'm going this way. Yep, that way. Counterclockwise about, and I have to, let's give a coordinate, let's say -1, 1. So make it a little bit simple, yeah? So the first step in this kind of problem is to establish where the center of rotation is going to be. In this case, I've given the coordinate as -1, 1. So here is going to be the center of rotation. Second step is I would always go get some tracing paper to do my rotations. Makes everything so much easier. And the first step I would do is like draw a set of axes on my tracing paper. So I want to do that really quickly now. So just do that, join up my little dashes. You can see it's moved, so it doesn't match up, which is why I like to draw the dashes rather than just rule over the top, because the paper can move. And I need my axes to be as accurate as I can manage. Okay, so now that I have my axes, forget about the 0, 0. -1, 1 is effectively the new 0, 0. It's the center of rotation. So I put my new axis on my tracing paper, smack bang aligned at -1, 1. That becomes my center of rotation, so that's why that's right there. And then I just plot the points of my triangle. So this is B, and here is C. Okay. Anti-clockwise, counterclockwise is this way. So what I know is that when this, let's say, let's focus on this particular axis right here, okay, this y-axis, which starts here. When it gets to here, okay, when it gets to this line in the grid, I know I've gone 90 degrees clockwise, okay? When this gets to here, it's 90 degrees. So let's turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, here. Let me just line that up again on the point -1, 1. Okay, so now this and this is aligned. I now have new positions for the original points, A, B, C. This is going to be A dash, B dash, and C dash. Okay, so what I like to do is give the coordinates of the image. So instead of A, B, C, this is going to be A dash, B dash, and C dash. That's what these are now, A dash, B dash, and C dash. So I like to give coordinates. So I use the original axis for that. So, I mean, I can go under it. So you can see right here where A dash is going to be, and I could just look at it carefully and put it here, because that is where A dash is going to be. You can do it like that. For a simple shape like a triangle, it probably is quite effective, especially when it's close to the edge of the tracing paper like these are. But the method that always works for me is using coordinates. So if I use the original axes, the pink axis, which is what I started with, I can then give coordinates for each of the image points. So this is going to be 1, -1. So, 1, -1. B is, or B dash is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 2, 3. And C dash is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So 4, 2. Okay, you can take that away, right? And I've got my coordinates. So A dash is 1, -1, 1, -1. That's great. B dash is 2, 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be B dash. And C is 4, 2. Remember, that was our center of rotation, so ignore that. C dash is 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Great. So I have my points. All I have to do is join them to construct the image of triangle ABC. And the image of triangle ABC is triangle A dash, B dash, C dash. So I want to do that right now, accurately as I can. Label these points. So this is A dash, this is B dash, and this is C dash. Okay, and I have just rotated the triangle A, BC, 90 degrees clockwise, so I've turned it that way, and this was the center of rotation, -1, 1. Done.